Welcome back, y'all. This is what we're doing today. We go ahead and get rid of that. Came into my old, my old sanctuary where everything started at, and I was working on some things. So I said, hey, I might as well go live. Spare the moment. Haven't went live in a couple of days, so we're gonna see who's gonna be joining us. Show you guys some little things and speak about some little things. I had made a video. I was at P2P Community slash Ambassador Shopper Watts, and they had an issue with their printer. He had went to Africa and took a trip for like I say a week and a half, almost 2 weeks. Came back, didn't maintenance, didn't service the printers, and he noticed when he cut one of the printers on to try to do, add to take the inks to try to do a normal cleaning, he noticed that he didn't have no whites. He did another power cleaning, he didn't have any more whites. So he said, hey, just let me go ahead and print something, maybe the whites come back. So he tried to print and only the colors came out. So he gave me a call. And once he gave me a call, he told me the situation that he had with the printer, with both of the printers, he said, and actually one printer, and he said he hadn't touched the other one. He said, this one's in this condition, I know that one probably is too. So when I came out, I didn't need to do no maintenance, no nothing. He basically told me what happened, and I already knew what was going on. So he basically did all the testing for me at that point in time. So what I did was I did a wet cap, and I brought back the actual channels. Somebody said something in my Facebook page, you can do it a different way. But what I did was I was actually pulling in ink because it was clogged and removed a lot of the excess he had around the actual print head. I see people jumped on. What's going on with you guys? What's going on, baby John? How we doing? How we doing? Nancy, how we doing? How we doing? But this is what we got going on. I'm right here working on a printer for a customer. We got everything back up and going. We don't have, you can see the color arrangements is not set, so it's going ahead and throwing out the white. That's supposed to be white and it's not. So I'm gonna stop this print and go and rearrange these colors right here. Let me go ahead and hit this pause real fast. So yeah, but that's what it is. So we're gonna go back and rearrange these colors. But what I'm doing, I got two printers here, one, two different customers, and we're gonna go ahead and get their printers right for them. We already went through flush the system out, brung everything up back to line. I had took the printer completely apart. A lot of things I don't show on the channel because I'll be like spare the moment type of things, but people want their printer service, maintenance, or whatever. I want any type of training. We offering training to you for you people. It's gonna be a small fee for the training, but it's well worth it. Trust me. And you be able to do this to other printers as well, not just your own printer. So if you want to start your service, say, hey, I'm gonna start servicing printers. I can teach you all the variables that you need to know to get you up and going. So we can do live videos, so you can see everything. Gonna be live videos, and the training is gonna be very affordable for you guys as well. Just because you need this information. A lot of people having these printers having issues with this actual temperature, cold, anything of that nature. You guys gotta know what you need to do, have the right print environment for your printers, or if you don't, you're gonna have some issues down the line, some serious issues. And not just with the printer, but humidity. That's the main thing we gotta take care of. So what I'm doing, I'm gonna show you guys what I'm doing right now. If I want to lose my chain of thought, but we have all the channels that's selected, and they basically had the colors, arrangements, and have everything was kind of off. So what I did was get everything back right, and I forgot to actually save the color setup. So I'm gonna go back to my color setup and save that. But yeah, I don't really get into the the print on the back end of things because a lot of people already have their own techniques of what they do. And my methods probably be different from your methods, but we all, at the end of the day, gotta learn something. If we don't, then you're gonna mess up with your printer. And I see a lot of people just making some I'm gonna say easy, I can't say, how can I say this? They make some mistakes that don't need to be made. Just put it like that. I'm not even gonna try to, go around it. I'm not a professional, so a lot of things that people say, I know that it ain't what it is. Some people they forget, like, oh yeah, I did do this, I forgot I did that. like right now, we got the ink channel select. I mean, the proper channel selected. So one thing about this printer, what they did was they actually ran this printer and no ink was in it. And when that happens, you could burn some channels out. So when people say, hey, when you guys get these used printers, you go buy them online and first say, hey, the printer, let me get my words right. The printer was working good, but the ink ran low, and I haven't tested it after that, but but it prints perfectly fine. When you hear things like that, those are red flags that those channels are actually burnt out. And I'm gonna show you guys. Let me see if I got a novel set that I had. Let me show you guys. Oh man, I gotta get off the phone. I'm about to call you guys back. Well, I'm about to get back online. I gotta take this call. It's very important. So now I'm back on. I'm back on. Well, we had to stop this print because the colors wasn't set right. Now we got the colors back right. I had to answer a call. I thought I was gonna be on longer than that, but I wasn't. So we doing this a little basic print right now. I'm gonna go ahead and set this board because we on a 22-inch film. So I'm gonna do a little simple little print, not nothing too big, not nothing too small, but something just right. And we're gonna go ahead and get this together. But I'm gonna show you guys as well what I was talking about because some of the channels that this printer had, it got kind of like blocked or clogged or whatever you want to call it. But I'm gonna show you right here. I think we can see on the board what happens, and I'm gonna show you. So you see these channels right here. If you guys can see, this channel here, the VM, and the matte black. Now these channels look like they're actually gone, but these channels are not gone. What happens is they got some air inside the lines, so it's gonna look like that. And all the other channels are perfectly. I know this is bad, so let me see if I could have put it on top of here, but you can't really see these right here though. So work with me, guys. Let me see if I can put this up here, so I can show you what I mean. So these channels right here are still good. These are still good. It just air inside these lines right here. All the other ones are perfect. All these other ones, if you can look, they have perfect nozzles on them. All these nozzles are perfect. So that lets me know that those channels are good, just air in the lines. And when I had took the printer apart and looked inside the maintenance tank and had, did my little testing, I noticed that it had a lot of bubbles inside the maintenance tank. And when you have a lot of bubbles inside the maintenance tank, you're gonna have some issues that's going on. And I'm gonna show you guys if I can, let me see. There's no bubbles in there right now. Cause I haven't really did a power clean on in the pairs. When I cleaned in pairs in those channels, a lot of bubbles came out. So what I did was I swapped the ink cartridges, and because I didn't have time to let them sit and see, because the printer came to me, I didn't know what was going on. So I put new cartridges on those channels right there. And I know the print head is not in a bad state because I tested the print head, but we're gonna see what happens when I do a couple more prints, because like I said, it's air in the lines, because I looked inside the maintenance tank, it had too many bubbles in there, too many air bubbles. So that lets me know something going on with that. It's not a clogged print head. So sometimes trying to identify from a clogged print head or a channel that's burnt out, you have to look at the maintenance tank and look at the lines and look at the channels and see if it's bubbles coming out or if it's nothing coming out. It's either clogged or burnt out, between those two. So this is what we're doing. We're gonna see what happens. So I'm gonna run this test print, see the colors come back. We did a couple prints yesterday and they come out super nice. I took them upstairs and I was just, gonna let somebody look at them to show the prints. But yeah, they came out pretty good. But the maintenance of these printers right here, it all got to do with the humidity. Right now, we at 54. So that's good. So keep your print environment between 54 or 50, 55 is okay. Going up, it's gonna start drying the ink and printing, and the ink dries. It's gonna clog the printer, or or your prints are not going to come out vibrant when you actually powder them and try to press them. They're going to come have some dye migration between your prints. So it's going to be some cold little things that you guys probably got to, check out. But this print here, like I was showing you guys can see these channels right here. I don't know, damn, got bad lighting. But this channel right here, the magenta and the matte black, those channels, like I said, have air inside the lines. Because all these channels, cyan and all the magentas and the LKs and all the other channels that you see right here, all these channels right here was just like these two channels right here. I know you guys can't see that, so that's how I know be doing my little, and right now what the printer is doing is went into a cleaning, so I know that that's a problem, that something is going on with the lines. So it's not supposed to do another cleaning when I had this print. It's supposed to have ran through a print. So after it finishes going through this cleaning, either two things going to happen. It's going to print, or it's going to throw a clogged nozzle and try to run another cleaning. But I'm going to stop it from doing that. But other than that, though, I'm going to let it sit. I ran two power cleanings. Not supposed to do that, but I did. My mistake. Because I wanted to see if it'll unclog. That's when I first got the printer. So I said, okay, I know it's not clogged. And I said, hey, let me take it all apart and put it back together so I can power it on and see what's going on with the maintenance tank. So that's the place that's a way that you can tell if your printer is sick if you have any problems with that. So you guys need to remove whatever pad that you have inside your maintenance tank if you're dealing with the type of printers that I print with. You can say what printers you print with. By this time you guys watch the video, you should know what it is. And that right there is going to determine what's going on with the printer. Clogged nozzle, air in the lines, or it's just burnt out, nothing coming out at all. So those three different things you can look at. But yeah, but other than that, this printer has a good print head. And like I said, after I do a couple more tests on this printer, I only had it for a day. This is my second day. I already tore it down because when it came here, it wasn't printing. When this printer came, it was not printing at all. It didn't print no colors, it didn't print no whites, it didn't print anything of that nature when this printer came to my location. So other than that, I'm trying to see, I don't want to make this video super long, but I want this printer, to get up and running, and we're going to take it from there. So, yep. But we got, let me see how many people we got watching this. We got 8 people. Where you guys watching from? CJ, how are you doing? Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. Baby Giant, I see you. Really appreciate you guys. I haven't been on in a while. I've been doing a lot of stuff off camera and taking care of a lot of different businesses that I had started. Well, I haven't started it, but I've had it, but I'm starting to actually do the promotion and the marketing for that company. But look, let me show you guys right now what's going on, like I was telling you guys. See how it said right here? It's cleaning, because that has air inside the line. So yeah, that's what's going on. Like I told you, I knew it was going to do it. Exactly. So, but we're going to get that together. That's what we're going to do. We're going to get that together. So, people probably wondering, like, what you going to do? What you going to do? We're going to figure it out. After we finish doing this right here, we're going to go ahead and do another wet cap. And then I should be okay. Because I'm trying to just keep pulling it out the lines. So, other than that, it's going to go. So now, it's running this print. And after it's finished running this print, we're going to see what happens. But check it out. Like I told you guys, this printer was not printing anything when it came to my location. It wasn't printing nothing at all. At all. But after I went and did the adjustments, I had basically, went over and set the whites, because I didn't have the whites set properly. And you notice this printer is going to print for a minute. You probably hear the little bzzz sound, air, and it goes away real fast because I disconnected something in the back. If we want to have that loud that loud sound, yeah, I ain't supposed to do all that. But you can see I cleaned the spit box. Like I said, I did a power cleaning, so that's why it looked like that. But the spit box, capper station, I cleaned everything out. But look at the way that white is laying. The white is laying super nice. But what I did was I went and swapped the channels. I went and swapped 2 channels. Well, swapped 1 channel You hear that? It went away super quick. Yes, yes. So I know you guys probably printing with this large format printer like this and probably be like, damn, my printer is loud as heck. His printer, that noise just went away quick. But yeah, but you see the whites? Let me go ahead and stop this real quick. You guys can see how the whites look. Look super nice. So yeah, you probably ask me, what ink is that? That's my ink. It's F.O.M DTF ink. So that's what you guys are looking at. You know, so yeah. That's what we're doing. So take a little step back. Sorry about the little flickering that is happening. But that's because the what's the name is probably different. Sorry for my poor camera shot. Reading the text message on my other cell phone that I have. So yeah, let's see how these colors coming out. Cause this right here was an image I had, you know, just inside the printer. And what we was doing, well, we was going through some images. I said, let me print something vibrant now if I can see how it's looking. See if we have any grainy prints. See if it's any banding. But we have no banding. Like I said, I swapped those channels right there to get the printer up and going and printing. And then we're going to figure out what we're going to do about those other channels. So far, I probably got to flush the lines back out. But I don't want to do that to waste ink. And we don't have to do that. So we'll just let the, you know, printer print. And eventually it'll print them air out the lines by doing the cleaning, doing the normal actual printing, you know, printing by day, cleanings, normal printing, do another cleaning, power cleaning, then it'll eventually go away. But you don't want to just waste all the ink, and you know that it's air in the lines, so you just get your print on. That's one thing about having these printers. You can just swap the channels. You can just say, hey, I'm gonna go ahead and swap this channel for this one right here, then I can go up and print. You can't do that if you have a two-headed printer, one color, one white. Once the white or the color goes out, you're done with printing. You're not swapping these colors like over here. Take a color and swap from over here to over there and rearrange your colors like they call it color arrangement. You can't do a color arrangement with some of those printers that you get. That's not a, you know, can't do that. Sad to say. So you guys looking at this right here for the first time, guys. See how that look? Let me get that about the light real fast. You guys can see how this look right here. Yeah, checking that out right here for the first season. And I like the colors too. It came out right. We got the IGC profiles. We got the F.O.M DTF IGC profiles. They on my website. But yeah, so like the way it came out. It actually looked better. Look at the way this look over here. See how it looks? Check it out. Little similarities. So I like the way that came out. Came out super dope. Came out super dope. So yeah, that's what we'll be doing. Trying to, you know, put it in perspective. So let me go ahead and sit that down. Hope they don't fall. Hold on. Alright. So yeah, so we got this printing right here for the customer, like I was telling you guys. And the only thing we doing is we did a color swap. The printer came here, it was not printing at all. It didn't have any channels printing. And they was like, man, my printer is done and I need help. I don't know what I'm gonna do. And you know, show you their nozzles right here. You can see close up. They have cyan. They don't have the magenta. They got the matte black. I mean, they don't have the matte black, but they got the light LK. They got LLK. They got the yellow, and they got the magenta, light magenta, and they got cyan. So they have all the channels they can use to print with. And like I said, do channels once the air, you know, doing a couple prints and do a couple of cleanings, it'll print all the air out. If you go ahead and just do a power cleaning, and you'll be okay. So you don't have to worry about trying to unclog the lines and all that. I did all that. So now, if it's still in the same state and air is coming out, you don't have to go redo it again. It'll print itself out. But you know, that comes with time and knowing how the printer, you know, reacts and how the printer prints and what to look for, you know. So like I said, I ain't a professional, but I know what the hell is going on. You know what I'm saying? And it's a lot of work because like I said, they haven't either seen this print. They haven't even seen this. When they see this, they're gonna be like, oh my God. Cause like they said they're gonna throw the printer away. I didn't want it's now they doing this right here. They doing that so they can complete their orders. The whites is laying good, and this white is only on the 30. Let me show you guys. Let me show you my colors. This is right here, I think a 35, and the white is on the 30. So 35 on the colors and 30 on the white. If I'd have cut the whites up, it'd have been, you wouldn't be able to see none of that, but we conserving whites, but we just testing right now. So let me show you guys, let me get over here and show you guys on the color scales what we got goes on the whites and on the colors. You don't think I'm jiving you. I'm gonna juck you. Check that out. 30 and 40. I said 35, but it's 40. And it comes out super nice. So maintenance in the printer is one of the biggest and the most valuable things that you possibly can learn dealing with these large format printers, converted printers, or printers period. You have to know this because this is going to keep you printing. If you guys want to stay printing, other than that, you're not going to be able to be printing for so long if you don't know techniques and how to rearrange the colors and how to detect nozzle clogs, or how to fix nozzle clogs, or how to just basically maneuver through a print head issue. That's what, let me just sum it up like that. So we I'm gonna go ahead and run our normal cleaning right now, get a little bit more of the air out the line, and that's it. But that's the only thing we can do at this point in time. So the customer came and thought the printer was completely shot. They came and was like, ain't nothing I can do. You think you can take it and see what you can do with it? And I said, yeah. So I didn't charge them anything. So at this point in time, I already know where it's at and where it's at. So we're gonna figure something out. It says, how do you rearrange the color if the line is clogged? If that line is clogged, you rearrange the channels to another channel because you're running from that clog. So you can be able to print that clogged channel on another channel that you have open. And let me give you a prime example since you asked, okay? So now, say for instance, if you have your yellow and your yellow is clogged. So what you're gonna do, because in the color spectrum, you only need CYMK, basically 6 colors to print DTF, right? So I'm gonna take this yellow and remove this ink chip from this yellow and go all the way over here, right? And I'm gonna put it right here where this magenta is at and take that magenta chip and swap that too, so it still can think that this is yellow and it's not, and still think this right here is not magenta but it's not. So this is gonna be yellow, and you just swap it. Then you do initial fill on that channel. They're gonna clean 2 channels at a time, or you can do a couple power cleans, however you're gonna do it. And once it swaps the colors and you do a nozzle check and you look on your nozzles and you'll see, like say if this for instance, I don't know what I'll do it like this. I'm gonna stop being lazy. And say, for instance, the yellow was here. Now the yellow will move over here. No, see it's here. Well, it'll move from here to here. And this color will move to over here. But if this is clogged, it will not print that. It is going to be there just a filler because you're trying to print this. And that's how you do a color arrangement. Now, if you had an Asian printer with one color print head, one white print head, the white clog, it's over with. You got to get another one and wait, and then do a head alignment and back up running. Or if the color, vice versa. With these printers right here, 9 channels, 8 channels, whatever you want to say it, you can just swap colors. That's why these printers are the best printers to be on the market right now, because you still can print with a bad print head. You still can do that. Now, name a printer that you do that with. It's a good printer, but is it a production printer? Is it a 24-inch printer? I'm not saying, some people will be like, oh, I can do that with my printer too. I have a desktop, have 9 channels or 10 channels, 11 channels, but is it a production printer? Is it printing 24-inch wide film? Are you doing production? Will this stop you from doing production if you have this problem? No, it won't. Will it stop you from having this issue if you're dealing with any type of other printer that's having 2 heads or 4 heads? Yes, it will. So that's the main thing that people don't understand about the science of it. It's the science of printing and having the right environment. So, if it's hot, then it means that something's going to start drying up. If it's cold, that means something's going to start running, like your nose. Your nose dry up in the heat, right? Or when it's cold, your nose start running, right? But think about that with the printer. Think about it's drying up when the ink is hitting the film because it's too hot. Think if it's cold, it's hitting the film and it's gonna run. It's gonna start dripping. So you got to start taking all this stuff into consideration when you're dealing with these large format printers. When you're trying to have a print company or print shop or have a home-based print business or whatever, if your printer is flat and it's printing and it's too hot, then you're gonna get smears and smudges and stuff like that in certain areas. Or you got to readjust the paper a little bit further back so it can print on a flatter surface so the paper won't start waving on you like this, like on the L1800 printers. Or vertical printing, gotta know, because you're printing vertical like this. So it probably starts, dripping. So it's a lot of variables. We can go on and on. But the thing about it is, to make quality prints at 1440 or like this, that's what we're trying to do. Make good quality prints. 720, it's good quality too. But if you hold this up, 720 and 1440, you the only thing is see that this probably be a little bit more vibrant, have a little bit more detail, a little bit more dark, more better with the color transitions. If you have a good ICC profile or you have a good image that somebody professionally designed, and it's at 300 DPI. Other than that, man, everybody, whatever you think with the DTF, if you've been in it for a minute, you develop your type of, skill set accordingly to what you experience and what you are experiencing, what other people experience. You can get some type of common sense of what's going on, and you can be able to try to maneuver through that. But you gotta have some common sense about this stuff too, because sometimes we overthink a simple solution. Me too, included. A lot of stuff came to me in my sleep. I was asleep, like, dang, woke up like that's what I think I need to do. I got up like Frankenstein. I was like this, got up like, that's what I need to do. Went down and did it. Straight got up out of my sleep on everything. Sleep, knocked out. Got up like I was out off the dead. You know what I mean? Like a vampire. You know, they just wake up like and look crazy. That's how I was. That's real. So now we're not taking taking nothing lightly. So let me show you guys. Like I said about the clogged nozzle and everything that we had and all that stuff. Well, let me go ahead and do this real fast, real quick. Another thing too, guys, ladies and gentlemen, let me say this. You're dealing with this large format printer right here, like I'm dealing with. Let me show this printer to you again. You're dealing with this large printer right here, like me. My room, it's kind of messy up in here. But if you're dealing with something like this right here, remember to always, before say you take your inks out, you agitate your inks, you put your inks in, you power the printer on, and before you do a power cleaning, set your plating gap. That's what I say. That's what I would do. And make that come like a second thing in the morning to do. Set your plating gap. See, it's bad inside here, but on this nozzle check, it came up a little bit more further right here because it's going ahead and it's getting that air up off the line. So it's going to come further and further. And this one got a little spackle at the top too right here. And then at the bottom. So I know that's air because all these nozzles are perfectly good, perfectly fine. So it's impossible for it to have some head strike that's only on these two channels and don't affect all these other channels. So that's what I know, that it's not clogged, and I know it didn't have any head strike because me looking, judging how these look compared to all these. If so, you have some head strike on a couple other of these channels too. So that's why I know it's not head strike. So yeah, so that's what we're doing. And this nozzle is perfectly fine, like a brand new print head. And that's another reason how I'm looking like too. This nozzle's too perfectly fine. And that's what made me want to go and break the printer down after I did the wet capping to get the, print head, whatever was clogged up, out of it. And we started seeing all type of other little things that I know was red flags as well. So that's what I went in on it. So now they're going to be happy. They're going to be like, man, you're a genius. And I'm like, I know. Not just for real. But I know, yeah, I really am. And a lot of geniuses out there too. You can't be a wise guy. There's so many people that's like a person on Facebook told me, hey, you can clean your print head from the back. And I was like, well, I'm not just cleaning the print head. I'm trying to actually take whatever clog that's out of it. That's why I wet capped it. And then I actually, after that, thought about like, maybe I need to do another wet cap. I did like 4 different ones. I kept putting rags, towels under there, trying to drain and suck everything out the back of that print head. And it worked. And then I cleaned it as well. So it wasn't just me, you know, doing one. I was doing multiple things. But one person, when they looked at it, they said, "Hey, you can do it like this too." And I said, "Yeah, but the average." Let me show you guys some stuff. I was like, "Look, now the average person." Let me put this stuff right here on this side. Now I didn't want to do this, but hey, the average person is not going to take this printer right here fully apart to take all this right here off to go up in here to go get to your print head, which sits in the back right here, right? The average person is not going to do that. Why my what's name still showing? My contacts still showing. All right, your print head is gonna sit right up in this area right here. You gotta have a swab long enough, and you gotta get past all these little wires and stuff to go ahead and clean your print head like this. How they trying to tell you to clean it and swab it and clean it? I said nobody got time for no shit like that. That's why I tell people when they jump on my YouTube and say something, or jump on my Facebook, the average Joe is not going to remove all this right here to go back there and clean their print head. The average Joe don't even have that type of skill set. The average female or male, they don't have no time to be doing all this right here. So the method that I showed you is going to take away all this and still give you the same result, and you don't have to worry about anything. So when the person just jumped on there, they didn't say nothing else. They just jumped on there and said some more crazy, stupid stuff that made sense but didn't make any sense. They probably watched somebody else's channel and seen somebody else doing it and try to repeat what they seen. Ain't nobody about to take the whole cabin door off. Take the whole cabin door off, remove your whole power. I'm gonna tell you what you gotta do. Let me show you guys this right here, because this is crazy. That's why I just let people just talk, and I don't need to respond sometimes. Sometimes you catch me on the good when I respond. So what you have to do is this. Power your printer off. Remove the top, remove this part right here, this unit, disconnect it, and take all these screws off the side and pull this whole piece off just to wipe the back of your, in the sides and the back of your print head. I said, okay. I didn't even respond. But, you know, people just, they speak, they talk, they, what's going on? Let me get over here and do this real fast. So, me listening to somebody else, I don't really too much trip on that. But look, I'm gonna show you guys some stuff that's right here. So people will be like, be telling me certain things. I hear, I listen, and I ain't like I'm the smartest person in the world, but it's a box of printheads that's right here. So all the customers, I tell them the same thing. So when a person, they don't know what I do, I don't show people what I do, you know. But, you know, everything, like they said, all this whole, everything, printers, all this stuff right here, a person can't tell me what I do. You know, I just look like this. I just look like this. But people have a whole lot of issues with these printers. And if you ain't about to go spend no 25,000, no 30,000, no 15,000, no 10,000 for these printers right here, you got to know exactly what you need to get yourself into, or you're gonna be having a business partner, somebody piecing up. Hey, how much you got? Hey, how much you got? You can go buy this printer over here. And you better hope you get good customer service, or you're gonna be sitting up here with something like this, trying to figure out what's going on. Going to get you a used printer, think you can fix it yourself, and these people y'all don't know what's going on. Y'all got the game twisted. You be like this person right here calling me up. Hey man, I bought a printer, spent a couple, almost 2,000, and by the time you finish up and going, you could have just came and got one from me and got a free shipping. I tell people, but hey, I'll give you people the rope and let them hang themselves, or you can already be, you know, walk around with your pocketbook out, you know. So I tell, hey, it's not gonna hurt me to help you. You know, I'm gonna help people who need to be helped. That's why I tell people, go jump on the website. Go purchase an F.O.M DTF shirt. You can win one of these printers. You can win some ink, powder film. You can win. That's why I tell people. Cause after me, it ain't gonna be too many people that's willing to. You call me up and I show you what's going on. I don't even show people stuff like this because we got too many competitors out here. Too many people that's Mr. Know-it-alls and stuff like that. So I let people just talk. So like this This is clean inside here. Like I went from home base to uh, corporate structure, and I don't even show people the print shop because it's not open to the public and the competitors and everything and stuff like that. But I just said, man, I'm not trying to get too high up and not forget where I came from. So let me go ahead and show you guys what this is right here. So people that see this video, this is the last and the first and the only one you're gonna get like this. You ain't gonna see no more of these unless you're trying to do a consultation and say, hey, I'll pay you for the training to work with my printer or printers, or we want to fly you out here so you can help us structure or restructure this, or what do you think on my print shop, how I look, what I need to do. Other than that, you're not gonna get no more of these videos right here. This right here just for the people that think they know. And I'm not saying I'm all that, but I'm just telling people, like, when they come into my channel or when they come to my Facebook page and they say something and they say, hey, you can do this, and don't respond and don't say nothing else, but it's telling me, hey, what I can go do. But I'm telling you what you can go do too. Go research me and look me up and find out exactly what's going on, and you be like, dang, that dude right there, I thought he was just the average Joe. I'm not the average Joe. I look like him. I look regular like this, average Joe. I look like him, but I am not him. Looks can be deceiving. Don't judge a book by its cover. So that's the main thing, y'all, ladies and gentlemen. So welcome to my channel. For the ones that's new to the channel, welcome. This is F.O.M DTF. My name is AL. My name is Aaron Lee. I am the CEO of the company. I'm the person that's going to help you get your print in structure if you want to deal with the type of printers that I print with. You know, so that's what we do. If you like vibrancy, you like the colors, you like to say, hey, put this on the shirt for one of my customers or something like that. Or let me go ahead and get this for myself or for the kids or for the family or for whatever occasion it may be. I am the go-to guy. I am the go-to guy. So I'm about to cut this video short because I got to go pick up, you know, some things and drop off and do some deliveries and stuff like that. And I really appreciate the ones for watching. Really appreciate that. Let me unhide this because I had my what's name hidden for me. I couldn't see nothing. I couldn't see anything. But I'm about to jump off. So Eric, shouts out. Thank you. Really appreciate you. CJ, appreciate that. Nancy, really appreciate that. Baby Giant LOC, I really appreciate that. I really appreciate the ones for watching this right here. I really do. You know. And let me see, it says you and your videos have helped me a ton. Let me see something. Oh, I appreciate that. Let me say this before I get off. I really don't articulate the way I'm supposed to. I'll be nervous when I do these YouTube videos because I'm not a star and I'm just talking to myself. I can't talk to, you know, I'm not used to talking to myself, to be honest with you guys. For the people that talk to themselves, can make it look like naturals, they got it locked down. But I'm just an average Joe that's sitting here explaining to you guys and telling you my life story and what I'm going through, my trials and errors every day or every other weekend or whenever I can, what my experience is with this DTF printing. So I can't really do too much other than that. I'm a person that's from the streets, and I reformed myself. I went, you know, I'm a hood from the environment of the, you know, I'm not gonna get on that, but yeah, man, I done came a long motherfucking way. So before I let anybody try to decredit what I do or try to take any type of you know, discredit, like I said, I'm not for that. I'm real. I'm serious about what I do. And if you're going to help yourself, I'm going to help you too. If you can't help yourself, I can't help you. And it's sad that a lot of people not even getting, they're not taking the time out to learn. Go and jump on the internet, Google, research, go jump on YouTube, see somebody doing it hands-on. Go Google it, learn the terminology of it. Go ahead and look at any different people talking about this word, how they use it in different ways, and how you can apply it to yourself or how you can apply it to your methods of training. So when a person say go knock on some doors, that don't literally mean get out the house and go knock on the next door and knock on the next door. Go knock on the doors to the people doing what you're doing to try to see if you can get inside and see what you can learn from that. So people take stuff out of turn and they use words and use wordplay and don't even understand what's really going on. But you got to take yourself and say, hey, the power is in the book. The power is inside reading. The power is in the world as you look it up and Google and research what goes on different planets, different continents, different solar systems, and all this type of stuff. You got to understand about all this stuff as a person for you can be able to grow. So you can be like, man, don't try to have somebody do everything for you. Go know, hey, I need you to do this for them. At least you know what they want, what you want them to do. Know the terminology. That's where we get misconstrued. A lot of us, we just wanted to be like, hey, I'm at the water. Okay. What, you want me to give you a cup and hand it to you and tell you to drink it? You at the water. Me too. Monkey see, monkey do. So people don't understand that. You know, when I see somebody doing something, I want to learn it, and I see it, I'm gonna go further and try to say, hey, what's the variables? What's the pros and cons? That looked like it went well for him. I didn't see the whole video. Maybe it's because it's some type of advertisement. If you don't see the whole video, like what? He left this part out. That's what it is. But if anybody need training, go to the website, FOMDTF.com, and say, hey, I'd like to get training on my printer, and it will be a consultation fee. I mean, it's not a consultation fee, it's going to be a training fee. So if anybody want to know what the fees are, they want to get the printer service, they want to know how to maintenance and swap print heads and know how to flush the ink systems and troubleshoot different parables that you would have with the printer, ink swap and color channel selections, and how to identify clogged nozzle, or how to identify air in the lines, or how to identify the print head is completely burnt out and nothing you can do about it, then come get this training, guys. Come get the training. So I'm gonna leave you guys with that, and I'm about to jump off here. So I don't want to hear nobody ask me, hey, how can I get in contact with you? I don't want to hear nobody say that. The link in the description, once you click on it, you get to the website. It's a number at the top of the website. So anybody say, hey, how can I get in contact with you? And I don't answer, that's because you probably haven't seen this video, or you probably haven't made it all the way to the end, or you probably haven't watched none of my other previous videos. Because people, I tell people, when you hit me up and say, how much for a consultation if I can learn what's going on with my printer, and I say, hey, all thing you got to do is just go purchase a F.O.M DTF shirt and tell me what your name is, and then I'll go ahead and answer your questions for you. But if you want training, that's a whole different. That's gonna be charged for training. But this to be some random questions, and it's gonna be some long random questions, because 9 times out of 10, if you're dealing with this printer right here, well, 10 times out of 10, I can help you. 10 times out of 10, I can help you. I gotta go grab I have so many motherboards that's stacked up. I got print heads stacked up. I got so much stuff, ink selectors, or ink selector assembly, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Man, must I say more? You know, so the thing about it is, a lot of these channels be trying to come for me on the low, saying like little shit. They send their little dominions at me. They jump on my live, be disrespectful to the females that I have on my channel, to the males I be having on my channel, people just trying to learn and get some insight, or just send a shout out and just, you know, commend me, or just say, hey, want to say congratulations or whatever, or hello, hi. I feel disrespected when people come on my platform and they do that, knowing that this platform is for educational purposes only. And not only that, if you want to go and purchase something that you like to, you know, profit off of and help you do what you do, that's what this channel is for. I'm not here trying to disrespect anybody. I'm not here trying to insult anybody. I'm here trying to look for people that's serious. No life kickers. No tire kickers. Looking for people say, hey, I want a printer. I need 24 inches. How much does it cost? I got a business already. It's already going. I'm not a person that's trying to just ask questions for no reason. You know, so, but I have no problems with somebody just want to know, ask certain things. I have no problem with that. Don't get me wrong, but it is, enough is enough, guys. Enough is enough. You know, I got away from all the street hustlers and all the petty talking ass niggas and all this chicken shit ass motherfuckers, and get online and had to go deal with the same thing. Not saying I'm not saying it's not gonna happen, but at the same time, guys, come on, have some respect for yourselves, you know, and have respect for the women and the people that's on this channel looking for education, or trying to just, you know, share their experiences with the channel. So that's all I got to say. Other than that, shout out to all my people. Shout out to my boy Shaw. Shout out to my boy Shaw. My boy Shaw was watching my channel, and that made me feel so special and important. I'm like, man, You got some good people in this world. You got to get out and meet good people. You know what I'm saying? Especially when it can benefit you, you can benefit them, and y'all both can have a conversation and get something from, like, you know what, I just learned something right there. That was very beneficial to me. Not just, looking at people from what they are. It's crazy. But anyways, shout out to all the people that show love. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all my peoples that I interact with. And wish everybody success. Stay prayed up. Whatever your God is, whatever your deity is, shout out to you. Shout out to everybody. You know what I mean? To everybody. And how can I say? What else I want to say? Just go ahead and believe in yourselves, guys, and everything work out. If you don't believe in yourself, then hey, go pray on it. That's all I can say. But I'm gone.